Is my screen visible to both of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
sir.
Okay then, so just to remind you about the formulation of clauses in case you forgot. So again, if you are making clauses, special adverbial clause, so cara untuk membuat adverbial clause itu kan pertama adalah consist of subordinate clause. Jadi kalau saya bilang subordinate clause itu adalah klausa dependent, which is in this case adverb clause. Ya. Kalau independennya, that's called main clause. So main clause and independent clause are just the same, just different term, but basically they are similar to each other. While adverb clause, another address term to call this one, you can call it as dependent clause ya. Dependent berarti dia clause yang tergantung. Maksudnya dependent itu needs another clause in order to make sense-full ya. Another address term, another address to name this one is subordinate clause ya. Ya, nanti kalau ada pertanyaan apa itu subordinate clause berarti dia dependent clause. Kalau main clause berarti independent clause. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay, now, so if you are making this one, so let's say start by using even though ya. Don't forget, again, jadi clause itu rumusnya adalah subject and verb. So anytime, every time you are constructing clauses, it must be a consist of subject and verb. That's a must, ya. Itu harus. Like if you can see here, so you got the adverb connector. Ya, kenapa adverb connector? Karena dia adalah adverb clause. Okay. And then you see the subject, and then you see the verb. So all of these start from even though until this one. That's what we call adverb clause. And this is the independent one atau subordinate one. And after this, the clause is coming after this, that's called main clause. Ya. Jadi ini ada dua klausa, satu adverb clause ini, kemudian satu main clause yang ini. So this is basically how you construct adverbial clause. The other way around, kalau Anda misalkan membuat yang lagi, it's possible to just put it the other way around. Anda bolak-balik tempatnya. Jadi Anda mulai dengan ini, ya, it was bla bla bla, kemudian Anda tengahi dengan even though. Bedanya apa? If you put even though right at the beginning of the sentence, don't forget to put comma in between two clauses, ya. Kalau Anda simpan even though di awal atau semua adverb connector di awal dalam membuat adverb clauses, maka most of the time, I would say I wouldn't say all of the cases, but most of cases itu ditengahi oleh koma di antaranya, ya, just a matter of typing. Jadi itu.
Yes, sir.
Tapi kalau misalkan main clause-nya di awal, kemudian subordinate clause-nya di akhir, maka Anda tidak perlu meletakkan koma di tengah ya. So that's basically how it goes. Okay then. So moving on from this. Okay, that's what I said. Jadi bla bla bla. Ya. Misalkan ini I want bla bla, kemudian because ini kan yang konektornya ya. Oke, kenapa tidak ada koma? Karena dia diawali oleh independent clause.
Independent clause.
Seandainya ini yang di awal, maka harus ada koma di sini sebelum Anda tuliskan yang ini. Is that clear? Does it make sense?
Makes sense, sir.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Itu penting ya sebagai pengantar untuk mengalami ini. Now, let's just go with this. Okay. So, ternyata ada klausa konektor atau adverb konektor, tapi dia juga bisa punya makna atau punya persamaan dengan preposisi yang maknanya sama. What I mean to say, misalkan kata although dengan even though ya. Jadi tolong diperhatikan for some people this might be confusing in many cases. Jadi kalau klausa konektor itu kan although dengan even though, artinya adalah meskipun atau walaupun. But then there are two other prepositions which have exactly the same meaning with these two connector, despite and in spite of. Yeah. What's the difference then? Apa bedanya adalah Kalau although dengan even though setelah ini Anda harus diikuti oleh klausa. Oke ya? Which means subject and verb. But kalau ini despite dengan in spite of, maka dia harus diikuti oleh noun phrase. That's the difference. Ya, so please be advised, be mindful, tolong diingat bahwa kalau although dengan even though, every time you are constructing a sentence using these two, although, even though, the sentence coming after must be a clause, okay? Which means subject and verb. In contrast, sebaliknya, kalau despite dengan in spite of, maka yang muncul setelahnya adalah is just a praise. A praise itu berarti Anda tidak butuh subject sama verb. Okay. Take the example. So look at the example. Despite his young age, yeah, Mehmet to successfully conquer Byzantium. So if you take a look this one, so setelah kata despite, maka yang muncul adalah prase. Is that clear?
Clear, sir.
Very good. Jadi
Yes, sir.
tidak ada subject verb ya. Seandainya all dog, maka di sini Anda harus menuliskan dia klausa. Contoh, kalau kita ubah all dog he is young, ya, all dog he is young. Kenapa he is kita gunakan karena all dog, which is setelahnya harus subject verb. Mana subject verbnya he sama is. Clear ya?
Clear, sir.
Good, excellent. Contoh yang lain. Oke. Again, if you are making adverb clause, let's say by saying reason, alasan ya, atau causalities, sebab akibat, all this kind of connector it's possible to be used, to be implemented, to be deployed. Ya, jadi semua jenis adverb connector ini Anda sudah gunakan. Because artinya apa?
Karena.
Yes. Since artinya apa?
Sejak.
Karena. Sejak. Atau
Okay.
karena juga.
Yes.
Sir?
Good, excellent. Jadi depend on the context. Since
Iya.
could be understood as sejak. If it refers to time, kalau dia berhubungan dengan waktu maka diartikan sejak. Contoh, since I enjoy English, since I meet you, I start learning about this one. Sejak saya bertemu dengan Anda, I start learning blah blah blah. But also again, since could be interpreted or could be used in order to say reason. Jadi karena ya, since I, let's say, since I was sick, I could not attend my lectures class. Karena saya misalkan sakit, saya tidak bisa menghadiri mata kuliah dan seterusnya. So that's basically depend on the context. Again, so as, what does as mean?
As itu sebagai, but the context reason it be karena.
Okay, good. Jadi again, remember,
Yes, sir.
as itu kalau dia klausa, konektor. So dia kalau konektor, maka artinya adalah karena. Oke ya. But then, kalau dia preposisi, maka artinya sebagai. So, remember, lexically the same, but then the meaning, the function could be different depending on the context of its occurrence. Tergantung dari konteks kemunculannya. If it's talking and followed by a clause, maka kemungkinan besar artinya adalah karena. But if as is followed by prasa, maka artinya adalah sebagai. Ya. Many is very clear, artinya banyak ya. For
For, untuk. Sir.
Another meaning, do you have another meaning of for?
For juga bisa untuk karena.
Karena
Sir.
Yes, excellent. Jadi for itu bisa diartikan karena, ya, which
Yes,
is
sir.
higher level than because. So again, in the near future, if you are writing an academic writing or even in a spoken interaction, if you want to express something similar to because, I would encourage you not to keep saying because. You could use another word like since, as, and for. If you are using that, your English is way higher than the standard one by saying because, yeah. Karena kalau di IELTS itu menggunakan since, as dengan for itu nilai akademiknya lebih tinggi dibanding because. Karena most of the time because itu kesannya informal ya. Meskipun dalam tulisan academic writing itu sering digunakan. But if you could apply since, as and for, it will be more credited. Itu akan lebih dianggap. Oke ya. Oke dan again anyway. Jadi semua ini itu artinya adalah karena. Oke, kalau dia konektor, jadi many itu juga diartikan karena ya meskipun literally artinya adalah eh, banyak, tapi somehow bisa diartikan karena. Oke, kalau dia adalah konektor, but then again, kalau dia adalah preposisi, ya, which of course has the same meaning like its counterpart seperti dengan yang sebelahnya, because of itu artinya karena. Due to ya artinya karena, on account of artinya karena. But the difference is pretty much like before. Kalau because of, due to, on account of, dia diikuti oleh prasa. Sementara ini diikuti oleh klausa. Clear ya?
Oh, yes, sir.
Clear, sir.
Tolong diingat. Jadi nanti ada kalimat atau kalian dapat sesuatu di mata kuliah yang lain ataupun Anda gunakan sehari-hari, that's something you need to be advised. You need to have in mind.
Yes, sir.
Let's carry on. Kita lanjut. Another thing, if you're saying about timing, jadi kalau Anda mengekspresikan sesuatu yang berhubungan dengan waktu, and then you can say when and while. Ya. Jadi when itu artinya bisa
Kapan?
diartikan sejak, bisa diartikan kapan ya. Well, kalau dia di klausa, arti yang paling appropriate adalah sejak ya, atau ketika. But if again, kalau dia berhubungan dengan polar question, berhubungan dengan pertanyaan, maka diartikan kapan ya. Misalkan when do you come or when do you study and etc. Tapi kalau dia di klausa, misalkan when do you come, koma, I don't know. Saya tidak tahu. Kapan Anda datang? I don't know. Saya tidak tahu ya. Atau I don't know when you come. Oke ya. Jadi tolong diperhatikan. And then while, apa artinya while?
Sedang atau
Sementara ya.
sementara.
Yes, exactly. So if you're talking about, if you're using while, this must be something ongoing when you are expressing something else. Contoh, while she is studying, I am calling my mom atau dan seterusnya. Jadi there are two activities ongoing at the same time by using while. Could be from the same speaker or it could be from the different person ya. Again, these all are connector, which means that after this should be followed by a clause. But then the different meaning also similar to during ya. During itu artinya sementara, sejak ya, dan seterusnya. Dan ini adalah preposisi, which means setelah ini Anda harus ikuti oleh prasa. Any question up to this stage?
Sorry, sir.
Ya, go ahead dulu.
Berarti yang because of, due to, sama on account of itu yang press.
Yes, press. So that's 100%. Jadi kalau setelah because of, due to, on account on, maka setelahnya itu wajib prasa. Tidak boleh diikuti oleh klausa. Jadi salah kalau misalkan Anda mengatakan begini, because of I study hard, I pass the exam. No. Ya. Yang benar adalah because of studying hard. Because of studying hard. Kenapa? Lihat, studying hard itu tidak ada subjek ya. Tidak ada subjek, maka dia bukan klausa. And then, because of studying hard, I passed the exam. Tapi kalau Anda mengatakan study hard, I study hard, because I study hard, atau since I study hard, I passed the exam. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. Any other comment, guys? Question, inquiries?
Nothing, sir.
Good. I hope that's clear, yeah? So let's test your progress then. So because I assume there's no such question, meaning that you all understood. So let's just see how you are progressing. Okay, let's do it together. Kita kerja sama-sama ini ya. Let's start with number 1. Okay, think about that one. If you got the answer, just pop up. What's the answer for number 1? And tell me the rationale why you pick up that particular choice. So again, yeah, it doesn't matter if you make a mistake. That's still a way of learning something. So don't bother if you pick up the wrong answer. That should be totally fine. Yeah. Any volunteer for number 1, please?
A, sir.
Okay, why do you choose A?
Because
A?
after event talk itu harus ada klausa lengkapnya.
Okay, good. If you can see here, so after the blank, do you think this is a clause or a praise? Do you think this one is a clause or a praise?
Klausa.
Okay, how could you say that this is a clause? What's the sign?
Because
Mhm.
sir, setelahnya itu
Okay, you said that this is a clause. If you think so, tell me what's the reason you conclude this as a clause instead of a praise? Can anybody tell me that?
karena ada conjunction-nya, sir.
Where's the conjunction here? There's no conjunction here. Again, listen to my question. So I agree with you that this is a clause. Yes, this is a clause. My question then, how could you judge that this is a clause, not a praise? How could you tell that this is a clause instead, not a praise?
Karena lengkap subjek sama verb-nya.
Yes, exactly. That's the answer. As simple as that, because there is a subject which is he, and there is a verb which is was. So subject verb berarti dia adalah klausa. Dan again, the key point is kalau dia adalah klausa di sini, maka Anda butuhkan adalah konektor, bukan bukan preposisi ya. Again, despite
Yes, sir.
preposisi, in spite preposisi, and then the possible answer is A and D. Oke ya? Karena kenapa? Even though itu boleh digunakan sebagai konektor, if juga boleh digunakan konektor. But again, if you see the context, the possible answer is alpha. Karena even though itu kan contrasting. Kalau Anda lihat di pelajaran sebelumnya itu, even though itu digunakan untuk mengungkapkan contrasting. Ini ya. Saya just come back. This one. Clear ya?
Yes, sir.
Oke, jadi kalau Anda kontras itu berarti kalau saya yang pertama itu dia disafiliatif. Disafiliatif itu tidak nyambung atau tidak satu ide dengan kalimat berikutnya. Bukan berarti tidak coherence, tapi dia memiliki substansi ide yang berbeda. Makanya dia contrasting namanya atau disaffiliate. And that's what's happening to this question. That's why the answer is alpha. Excellent, good. Let's carry on. Number 2. This one.
When, sir? When. When?
Mhm.
When? D.
D, sir. D.
Okay.
When?
Why do you say it's D?
Because
Because
it
the time. The time.
yeah, it show the sentence show time, sir.
Exactly. Good analysis. So because it's talk about timing,
Yes, sir.
as you can see from Nike, maka yang paling memungkinkan adalah delta ya. Good.
Yes, sir.
Let's go with number 3. Yeah, do you think number 3?
3 is it is 125. Although, sir,
Mhm.
A. Also, yes,
Is
sir.
although?
Yes, sir.
How could you come up with although?
Because the sentence have show the reason, sir. They are sick. It's mandatory of the Muslim to pray 5 times a day.
You think something like two contrasting sentences?
Contrast. I think yes, sir.
Yes. Good. Maka jawabannya ada alpha ya.
Yes, sir.
Good. Why you didn't pick up because? Why you didn't say because? Because if you're saying because, grammatically it's correct ya, but then it doesn't make any sense. The meaning sounds weird. Maknanya agak ganjil ya. That's the
Yes, sir.
good. Number 4, guys.
Because of, sir.
Mhm. Okay. Any other think? Any other opinion? Or any other talk?
Sama aja, sir. Untuk jawabannya.
Again. How do you interpret this? So S di sini artinya apa? Karena atau sebagai? No, I'm just checking with you. So how do you define as here? Do you think as here means sebagai atau karena?
Sebagai.
Sebagai, sir.
Exactly. Berarti dia konektor atau preposisi?
Preposisi, sir.
Preposisi.
How do you say that it's a preposition?
Because as one.
In the first sentence, sir.
Ya, kenapa Anda
First.
bilang ini preposisi instead of konektor? Because what comes after immediately is not a clause. Ya. Yes, a phrase. Kalau Anda lihat ini, let me just. Oke. Ini as ini, yes, that's a preposition. Kenapa preposisi? Karena kata setelahnya, oke, bukan klausa. Tidak ada subjek, tidak ada verb. Maka dia adalah frase.
Frase.
Frase hanya diawali oleh preposisi. Oke, good. Now, forget about this. Sekarang Anda pakai itu. Then, Palestine plays such an important role, bla bla bla. Kebanyakan Anda mengatakan because of. Okay, yes. But do you think if I say A could be a correct answer as well? Palestine plays such an important role since it is home to many prophets. So, prophets.
Yes, sir.
Yes, could be ya. Jadi I would say for question number 4, these two answers are possible, depend on how perspective you are seeing. So if you just need a connector and then you can use A, karena kenapa? Since kan konektor ya, diartikan karena, which is also make sense kalau Anda timpan di sini, dia diikuti oleh it is, subject verb, maka dia benar. Anda juga bisa mengatakan because of karena dia karena setelahnya ini preposisi. Oke, jadi
Yes, sir.
both of option to me are correct, depend on which perspective are you coming from. Good?
Jadi jawabannya, sir, bisa yang D itu yang because of juga.
Yes, bisa alpha, bisa delta.
Oh, yes, sir.
Ya. Meskipun sebenarnya kalau like British English sama Australian English, menurut saya mereka akan lebih prefer jawaban alpha dibanding delta. Ya.
Yes, sir.
Kenapa? Karena two, because of two many profits itu bukan, it's not like, it doesn't really sound common ya.
Yes, sir.
Ya. Code number 5.
Even tough,
Even though, sir.
Oke.
even tough.
Ini kan ada pilihan, ada konektor, ada preposisi, ada konektor. Kenapa Anda acukan ini? Why you just don't care about these two preposition?
Karena ada kata noun situ, sir.
Kalau despite and it's in spite of cannot be followed by a closer.
Okay, do you think this one is a clause?
No, sir.
Yes.
From this one, from this
Yes.
one. So do you think right from the Salafis blah blah blah, it's a clause or it's a praise?
It's a
Clause,
closer.
Okay,
clause, sir.
where is the
Clause, sir.
subject?
What, sir?
Where is the subject?
The subject is the Salafis, sir.
Yes, good, excellent. Where is the verb?
The verb is to be.
Are you sure?
It
I don't think so.
Still.
Yes, assume.
assume, sir.
Assume, yes, assume is a verb, and then that's why it's a clause. That's why you don't need this one.
Yes, sir.
Percent incorrect. Maka I dengan
Yes,
delta
sir.
paling memungkinkan jawabannya yang paling make sense adalah alpha ya.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Let's move on. Number 6.
As long as the Muslims. After the Muslim. After the Muslims.
Iya, after the Muslim.
Yeah.
Charlie,
After the
sir.
Muslim.
Yes. So again, why do you say after rather than say as if atau whenever and as long as? Well,
Karena
yeah, go ahead. Go.
bukan waktu.
Hang on. So I think this one is something relevant to timing, yeah. But the thing is, again, so this all, as long as, after, whenever, as if itu adalah konektor, ya. Tapi masalahnya adalah yang paling make sense adalah after. That's, I think, the simplicity of this answer.
Yes,
So,
sir.
among these 4 choices, the most senseful to me is Charlie, and I think we kind of agree with this choice, yeah. Good. 7. What do you think, number 7?
The despite, sir.
So again, So after the blank, do you think this is a clause or a phrase?
Praise, sir.
Okay, good. That's why whenever must be wrong,
Yes, sir.
Delta must be incorrect. So that's left two only choices left, Alpha and Charlie. Okay, and then why you end up with despite?
Hmm. Karena despite is used to show contrast before a
Yes.
noun phrase, sir.
Beautiful, excellent. So jawabannya karena despite digunakan untuk menunjukkan kontras ya.
Yes,
Excellent.
sir.
Kata yang lain Anda bisa gunakan kata in spite of. Oke.
In spite of.
Spite of. Oke. Jadi
Yes,
despite atau in spite of. Jadi tolong diingat, kadang kita lupa mutar-mutar. Jadi despite of atau in spite of. Jadi kalau despite itu tidak perlu menggunakan of. Tapi kalau in spite of maka dia menggunakan of ya. Artinya sama, terlepas atau meskipun ya. Walaupun. Ya.
Berarti dari walaupun semuanya bisa digunakan, sir. Despite or in despite of.
Yes, pretty much the same. Despite dengan in spite of itu sama. Jadi
Oh,
setelahnya
yes, sir.
langsung frase.
Jadi bisa digunakan semuanya tuh, sir.
Yes, boleh digunakan.
Alright, sir.
Code number 8, please.
B. Bravo, sir.
Bravo, sir.
Oke, good. Kenapa Anda pilih Bravo?
Karena because of itu must follow noun or noun phrase, not clause.
Oke, good. Excellent. Noun phrase ya. Yang mana noun phrase di sini? Kenapa Anda mengatakan A bukan frase? How could you? How dare you say A is not a phrase? Do you think it's a phrase or clause?
Yang mana, sir?
Alpha.
Alpha.
Because there is subject he.
Exactly.
And for-
Ada verbnya juga. Good. Now I was just
Yes.
checking. I was just checking.
Ada.
Good. Charlie? Tidak mungkin ya, karena ada all dog.
Iya, sir, karena klausa.
Yes. Oke, good. Setelah B, his obedience to order itu adalah non frase. Maka yang paling cocok untuk melengkapinya adalah because of. Good, excellent. Let's carry on number 9.
Was while Bravo, sir.
Why?
While, sir. While.
Yeah, and then my question, why? How? How could?
While.
Karena
Because.
show contrast.
Yes, contrasting.
Yes.
So, countless learner itu berarti banyak ya, countless,
Banyak.
tidak dihitung.
Tidak terhitung. Pelajar tidak terhitung, sir.
Dan only few hanya beberapa.
Beberapa.
Contrasting ya, that's as simple as
Yes.
that. Yang paling
Yes,
benar.
sir.
Excellent analysis. And lucky last, number 10.
A.
A, sir. The age of Prophet Muhammad.
Okay. After before, remember
Happened the story of Ashabul Kahf.
again, so I forgot to tell you. Jadi before itu dua kemungkinan, dia bisa diikuti oleh klausa, dia bisa diikuti oleh prasa ya. So depend on context.
Yes, yes, sir.
Kalau di konteks ini maka yang paling cocok adalah prasa. Teach of Prophet Muhammad.
Selesai.
Okay, good. Anyway, any question? Do you find it all clear up to this stage?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. If there is no question, that's enough. Last week we're gonna have a last session for clauses before moving on to the other topic. Jadi minggu depan itu sesi terakhir kita belajar klausa ya. Dan minggu depan itu be prepared with I would encourage you to use your laptop for our learning because I would group you into some groups and we're gonna have a grouping exercise.
All right, sir.
Okay,
Okay, guys.
sir.
Thank you very much for your nice participation and of course productive discussion tonight.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy your night. I wish you have something to take away from our learning tonight.
Yes. Thank you, sir, for that.
Yes, I'm looking forward to see you all
That's
next week.
All right, sir.
For now, have a good night. Enjoy your rest. Enjoy your time. Anyway, see you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, sir.
No worries.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good night. Yeah.
Yeah, have a good night too, sir.
Thank you.